Hello and welcome back to Big Discussions. My name is Dr. Anwar Yusuf Dunbar. I am the owner of this channel. I am the creator of this channel. Please like, share, and subscribe so that I can hopefully grow it. I think I am finally starting to figure out this whole YouTube thing. It's a gradual process. So I'm not going to read off the URL to my blog or my social media accounts because you can find them in the banner of the site. So my blog URL are there, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook page for the Big Words blog site are all there. Speaking of the banner, I have an updated logo for Big Discussions and for and the banner. So my brother Amal Dunbar once again does all the artwork for my stuff, and he quickly turned around a nice little logo and a nice little banner for my YouTube channel. So in any case, it is January 25th, 2019. I hope your weekends are off to a good start. Just briefly before I dive in, because I want to get in and out pretty quickly and not talk your ear off like I did in the first two offerings. A colleague, since I've been experimenting with this, asked me if this was appropriate, and questioned and asked the question if I should just stay in print. And so I thought about it, and I realized, number one, that YouTube is its own world. So while there are some people who are, for example, on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, there are people who are just in one of them. So there's a whole world of people over here on YouTube who aren't necessarily over on Facebook or in Twitter or in Instagram. So, starting a presence here may potentially give me access to other viewers and readers. The other thing is that when you write something, if you're going to write something quality, there's a production process to it. So you have to think of the idea, you have to put a first draft down, and then you have to quickly edit it or take your time editing it, depending on how quickly you want to put it up. But you have to, it's a different thing to write something versus going in front of a camera and just doing an impromptu discussion on something. So there are advantages to this format, and in the future I'm going to experiment with the podcast as well, using just a still with my voice reading something. So in any case, the title of this one is Government Shutdowns, Financial Literacy, and Survival. I'm going to make an admission. I am in the private sector, so I am affected by this. And you're probably wondering, why is he smiling? I wondered if I should make a vlogcast about it, but it's a current event. It's happening right now. This is actually my second shutdown. I was in the private sector, the public sector. I'm sorry, I might have said private sector before, but I'm in the public sector. I was in the public sector for the Obama shutdown, which lasted about 2 weeks. So it was much shorter than this. And during that time, I was writing for the examiner, and I wrote 2 or 3 pieces on it, which were benign. And so I figured that I can make a vlogcast about this that's benign as well. I'm not going to get into any of the partisan politics. I'm not going to say this side is good, this side is bad, or I'm not going to make an argument for or against the wall. What I do want to talk about here is something I'm very passionate about, and that's financial literacy. If you go to my blog and you click the drop-down window for categories, and you go to financial literacy /money, you'll see a whole slew of articles there that I've written about what a net worth is, about what the law of compounding interest is, about the difference between being cheap and frugal, about why I don't have a car, why I don't own a car right now, and all kinds of things. financial literacy is something that I got a late start on, and once I started learning about it, I became very passionate about it. I help teach the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University class over at my church right now. And so that's something that I'm kind of immersed in, and it's something that I'm always reading about, and it's something that I'm always eager to learn more about. One of the pillars of the Financial Peace University course is having an emergency fund, which is highly relevant to what's going on now. You know, if you look at the news, there are a lot of people who have gone, or who are going, as they say, paycheck to paycheck, with no savings. And so I would encourage anyone who's watching this, or if you know someone who's doing that, from this point on, I would encourage you all to start reading about some of this stuff, start learning about some of this stuff. There are multiple teachers. You know, there are multiple programs. Financial Peace University is the one I'm most familiar with. It works really well. But there are multiple materials around which would allow you to learn, and allow you to protect yourself against life's unforeseen events. Again, if you were in the public sector 4 years ago, then you've already experienced something like this. This one is certainly going longer. I predicted that this one would go longer, and none of us know where the ending for this one is going to be. So we're literally watching history, you know, unfold right in front of us. So it's in everyone's best interests to think about survival and think about what happens if your pay gets cut off, or if your life gets impacted by some unforeseen event. A couple of years ago, something else that happened was there was a hurricane that we were fortunate here in the DMV passed by us and went up to New Jersey. So there was the potential for a lot of damage here in the DMV. And one colleague actually had his house destroyed because a tree fell over. So it's important to always be thinking about what you would do or how you would handle an unforeseen event in your life. And with that, I think that I've covered all the bases, and I will conclude. So again, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And the link to my blog and my social media accounts are all on the banner of this channel now. So with that, I hope you're having a good Friday under the circumstances for the public sector people out there. And I hope that you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.